Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we did it, and that's how we.
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Geno Atkins on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up second.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Allen now on first down. Pass incomplete.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And that's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
Third down and 10 yards.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Bengals take over.
The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Green's got it over the middle. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green. 4 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
Lining up for the point after.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
At the 25-yard line.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pass.
Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
This is taken at the 18. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Slant pass to Boone. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Burrow looking to pass. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Nixon. Still going. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jordan Reed there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term, they just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race.
Randy Bullock lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Is no good on the fake extra point.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Operating from the gun. Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The Bengals take over
from the gun to give to Mixon.
The 37-yard.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Mixon, the ball.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Bengals 20, Bills nothing.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
For the point after.
Yeah, he's having a nice little first half here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake.
25 yards.
You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Pass. Complete.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Good gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So,
oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Kicking team.
Keep playing.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick.
Allen's pass.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know.
And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Jerry Hughes. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. Thank goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the gun, Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Goal from the 5-yard.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Complete.
John Brown.
Touchdown.
There to make the grab. And the Bills cut into that lead.
The extra point.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The point after is good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now, did he step out of the end zone? Yes, he did. The referee says he stepped out, and that is going to be a safety. Well, Charles, I've heard of backing up to avoid the rush. I think this takes that to a whole new level.
And not upper level either.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Ed Oliver.
A big loss on
a sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. On second down, here's Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On third down, Mixon. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Logan Cook now, on presumably to punt. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
First down and goal.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you had looked, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it's the right time to make that call.
That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown.
Cole Beasley as the first half is winding down. And the Bills get a bit closer. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what...
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Bills 20.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And this carries into the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Mixon will get it to start the second half. He's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side.
Allen's pass.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, Bills.
On first down, Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Logan Wilson charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and the pressure gets to him again. Logan Wilson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Allen, and that will be incomplete. And that went off the mark a little late with a throw. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. This turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Thanks to their defense for getting them 2 points closer. Now the question, what can this unit come up with offensively as they begin here following the free kick? And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
For a Cincinnati.
A gain of 37.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 29 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well. Oh, and now they're going to fake him.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the gun, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. He's still fighting forward. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
For a Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
A big loss.
Wow, you're in a goal-to-go situation. Where is he going? I get trying to make a play, but at some point, man, you've just got to go down.
Another try for Mixon. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, backed up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to...
A.J. Green! He's at the 40, the 20. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Burrow's pass complete to A.J. Green. A big gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping, maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. To throw is Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now Allen. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. They'll look to throw. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
15 yards, but it's now third down.
He's back to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Again, it's Mixon. Still on his feet. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On third down, Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
First down and goal.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the 2-point conversion. Allen to throw, and it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go with Burrow out to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Buying time to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's caught inside the 20. And we've got free football. 4 quarters quarter's done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We can call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a win.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll run it. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That's complete to John Ross. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Green with a catch left side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
A.J. Green. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coach has always talked about in goal line situations.
And this is caught. It's a touchdown in overtime, and they are marching on to the playoffs.
Touchdown, Bengals.
The Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19, Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that cheeky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-white. whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new bitch watch where they don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And he wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it.
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports.
The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Derrick Henry. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
After the penalty, it's Henry. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. He's brought down. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. On second down, here's Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries.
Tannehill's pass complete to Adam Humphries.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Pass caught left side by Humphries.
Tannehill's pass.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
4 yards.
They'll run for it with Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
And the Titans first down.
Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's third.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team must have.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great one.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Wide receiver the ball.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Carlos Dunlap. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And a little floater there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. He's got a first down and more past the 30. There he goes, right side. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 80 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 3 yards out, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Out come the Titans now, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball. Corey Davis, the intended receiver.
Corey Davis.
And it's 3rd down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
To throw is Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this will be taken at the 13. Look at the spin. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Jeffrey Simmons.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now they run with Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Joe Mixon.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And another tackle broken. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Green flexing his taking it right down Broadway. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Fully good on the extra point. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Drew Sample, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tally, that is catch number one for him in this AFC championship. It's a first down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Bengals have recovered it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
27-yard line.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC championship. It's a first down. Now Now it's Henry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
48-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tannehill throwing complete to Davis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36.
A gain of 16.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Derrick Henry.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And the Titans first down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
To number 80.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete here. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Fumble on the play.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now Green, well, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. Well, he gets attended to. Let's step aside. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Leads to 2nd and
out of the gun. It's Burrow looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Offense.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats an elephant?
But if you do, you do.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2nd and 10.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The gain of 28 yards there and given the 1st down.
At the 18-yard line.
It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. It was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
At the 40-yard line.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And his throw here is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan 1st down.
1st down, Tennessee.
Tannehill throwing again. This one caught by Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Over the middle to Smith. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. They set up the screen for Henry. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.